I think we're going to have the strongest special teams units in the league. John Macomber returns as both the starting kicker and punter. We have another player, Connor Fitzgerald, that's a very talented guy coming up behind him, and he can do both as well. So, from the kicking standpoint, I think that's a strength of the team.
Well, not only do you have to lift and do all the lifts that all the other guys do, but you also have to make sure that you're kicking during the summer, and also went to a couple camps over the summer just to get ready for the season.
Obviously, Khalif Raymond getting first team All-League as returner last year, but we got other guys like Kyle Toulouse and several others that are very capable in that department.
Fava's been amazing over the last couple of years, and Ryan is really good at holding, so it just makes my job just a lot easier, so I don't have to worry about that stuff.
The other thing I think is a huge difference in special teams this year, we sustained a lot of injuries to those semi-skilled type players, the bigger guys that can run. They're not quite as big as linemen, but they're not quite as fast as your skilled guys at wide receiver and defensive back. But those semi-skilled guys, we lost a lot of them in those injuries last year, and I think our depth is significantly better in those areas this year.
It's been a up and down ride the past 3 years, and I just really want to go out with a bang and hopefully win the PLC.
The challenge is we're very unfamiliar with most of the teams that we play non-league, except for Harvard and Dartmouth. We play them every year. We know a lot about them schematically and personnel-wise. The other opponents, we don't know a lot about, so it's going to be a challenge, especially with the early games against Bryant and Towson. Towson is ranked 8th in the preseason poll. They're a very good program that's really come up in the last couple of years. And then Bryant and Central Connecticut, there's some transfers that we're not quite sure. We know a whole lot about on the Bryant roster now. So there's a lot of unknowns there, but we expect very difficult games against scholarship level teams. The Patriot League is one of those few conferences that has like-minded schools academically, size-wise, and so on. So it makes sense that there's a lot of parity in the league, and I expect every game to be a very close game. Even teams like Colgate and Lehigh, as good a seasons as they had last year, they have a lot of talent to replace. Even though we had an off season last year, we're right in all the Patriot League games save one, and I think that'll be the case this year, except that obviously we're hoping with the progress that we've made in the off season and so far in the preseason, that's going to produce victories this year.